Welcome back to News 8 at noon. It won't be long until Michigan is covered in red, gold, and brown as trees finish turning color. But some are wondering if those leaves are turning a little bit earlier this year. A Michigan Tech University professor says there are several determining factors for why and when leaves do change color, like how long a day is and how cold it is at night. Well, the early cold snaps or lack in cool nights can impact the color changes. UP travel agencies say the best time to view the colors starts at the end of this month and goes well into October. As for here in West Michigan, we turn to Storm Team 8 meteorologist Sarah Flynn. Sarah, when can we start to see some of the color changes down here?
Yeah, again, we can see some up north. That has to do with a lot of factors, but one of which is the ongoing drought conditions that's providing a little bit of stress on those trees already. Typically, though, we're talking early October for when we start to see those peak colors. And when we talk peak colors, we mean those very vibrant oranges and reds. Starts to happen in the middle of the month for northern lower Michigan, and then most of West Michigan usually has to wait to the last 2 weeks of October or even into those first few days of November to start to see some of those vibrant colors. So we're still a ways away, but again, here and there, you'll see some trees popping across the region. We've been actually watching this GVSU cam in Allendale, and you'll notice just a little bit of brown popping on this tree, a little bit of red there as well. Again, that largely is due to the stress and the lack of rainfall, but certainly is another sign of fall when you look at it from a distance. Now, what are we looking for? Again, we mentioned sunny days, cool, clear nights are really going to favor some of these vibrant colors to form. Also, near average temperatures will help, but we're lacking that along with near average rainfall as we continue to see those ongoing drought conditions. Good news is sometimes winds can take a toll on these trees. We're not predicting any strong to severe storms in our forecast. In fact, quite the opposite. Once again, sunny across West Michigan. We're not even really tracking cloud cover into our region. Today's high temperature will top off near 80 degrees. Overnight lows dipping down to those mid 50s. And then keep in mind, I mentioned this yesterday, our sunset 7:59, the first one before 8 o'clock this season. And we do lose this daylight pretty quickly, as we know. As we move to about 1 month from today, on October 10th or 11th, we'll be hovering right around near 11 hours of daylight, and then we plummet into that winter solstice before we start to gain just a little bit back into the new year. Temperatures, though, will be a lot more reflective of summer than fall this weekend, with highs reaching those low to mid 80s. We are tracking a singular rain chance in that 8-day forecast, and it is going to come on Saturday. But I do have to say, we've been looking at less and less rain with each model run, so I don't think it's going to be a washout by any means, and I do think there's a good chance that a lot of us stay dry. Take a look at our futurecast here. A little bit of cloud cover trickling in Friday evening, warm front lifting through the region, and a cold front coming from the south. Essentially, there's going to be enough instability for a few pop-up showers to occur, but we're not expecting a widespread situation, and unfortunately, the rain totals will likely not make a huge dent in our ongoing drought conditions. But still, it's a step in the right direction. We'll take it. Saturday, by the way, also the last race of the season for Berlin. Hopefully, those few showers that do pop able to dodge that race time. Next week, looking dry and looking sunny. You'll notice those temperatures hovering in the mid 80s. That'll be about 10 degrees above average for that time of the year. Quite the change from what has been a cool start to our month. You'll notice those low temperatures come up as well, only dipping down to the low to mid 60s. And yet again, no rain in sight into that third week of September.